Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And in today's episode, I got a pretty interesting topic for you guys. The topic is he secretly ducking and dodging the Clippers? So that's the topic I want to get into in today's video. But before we get into that, I want you guys to please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Please make sure you check out Dreamerspro Max, is an online sports community that we created, a place where you can go and start basketball discussions, chat live during games, and so many other cool things. So if you guys are interested in that, be sure to check that out. We have that linked in the description below and get 7 days of access. Also, make sure you go ahead and click the join button to join the channel to receive loyalty badges from our channel, customized loyalty badges for our members, and also to ensure whenever we go live and you leave a comment, we'll definitely get back to you during the live. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. Anyway, let me get into this topic right here. So I know this topic is going to fluster some people. It's going to get on some people's nerves. But I said, hey, what the heck? Let's do the topic, right? Because it's almost the end of the week, and let's make things interesting. You don't want to be boring out here, but I can't help but asking this question, right? Is LeBron James dodging or ducking the Clippers? Right? I'm being serious. Now, let's talk about this. The Lakers and the Clippers have played each other already this season 2 times. If y'all remember, they had the game that they played on opening night, and then they played a game after that. So let's go through some of the stats in those games in which they played earlier this season. So the first game that they played, this was on December 22nd. This was on opening night in the NBA season. The Clippers were able to come away with a 116-109 win. Now, let me just say this because it's very important. In that game, Serge Ibaka played. So I want to give this thing some context, and Patrick Beverley played. I'm saying that to say the Clippers were at full strength. It's not like as if, excuse me though, but Marcus Morris Sr. did not play, but they were pretty much at full strength, although Marcus Morris Sr. is a very important piece. My favorite, possibly my favorite Clipper, although Kawhi's my favorite player. I like Marcus Morris on that team. He didn't play. He's an integral part of that, of what they're doing, but he didn't play. So let's just keep that in mind here. But most of their guys played, and they played that game. It was on opening night. Some people said, listen, the Lakers got their championship rings. It was they were distracted. Others have said similar, like on opening night, once you get your ring, you're not mentally there and all of this different stuff. But on opening night, they played each other. And the star of that game, at least on the Clippers side, was Paul George. Paul George really went out there and shined. It was his first game. It was the first time we're going to see Paul George play a regular season game after what we saw from him in the Orlando bubble. The last memory we had of him in the bubble was him hitting the side of the backboard. So he showed up in that game. He played. He shot 13 of 18 from the floor. He hit 5 out of 8 3-pointers, and he scored 33 points. Kawhi Leonard chipped in 26. Serge Ibaka got you 15. Very important guy. And then you got Patrick Beverley. He got 10. But on the Lakers side, they were fully healthy as well. LeBron James played a great game. He had 22 points. He had 5 assists, 5 rebounds. He hit 3 out of 8 3-pointers. He didn't shoot very, very well from the floor, but he was aggressive. He shot 17 times. He made 7 shots. Anthony Davis played well as well. He shot 8 out of 15 from the floor. He shot 100% from the free throw line, got you 7 rebounds, 2 assists. He got you 18 points, and then Dennis Schroeder chipped in with 14 points. And then off the bench, they had Montrezl Harrell, who got them 17 points and 10 rebounds, and Kyle Kuzma also played a great game. But the Clippers were able to come away with that win pretty decisively. Then they played each other again. And when did they play each other? They played each other on April 4th, if I'm not mistaken. These two teams met with each other. Now, in this game, however, I don't believe that what's his name? I don't believe that LeBron James played in that game. No, LeBron James did not play. And yes, LeBron didn't play, and Anthony Davis didn't play. And I remember when the Clippers got that win, they ended up beating them 104-86. And I said at the time, listen, I know some Clipper fans were excited. I said that's nothing to be excited about. Beating the Lakers without LeBron and AD, I take absolutely nothing away from a win like that. Their 2 best players did not play, so you can't feel positive, about such a win. Now, to be fair to people that were excited, if the shoes were reversed and Kawhi Leonard and these guys didn't play and they still beat them, they'd say, I told you the Clippers weren't good enough. So I understand that. But nevertheless, the Clippers have gotten the best of the Lakers this season. And this third time that they're going to meet this season, LeBron is not going to be there. So unfortunately, we're not going to get to see the Lakers at full strength, which is something I really don't like because I want to see these two teams playing each other at full strength. But also, to be fair, Serge Ibaka is not he's not there, and Patrick Beverley is starting to come back into the lineup, so it's there. So that's their record this season. Then we got to look at the individual matchups between Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James, and to me, that's a very interesting one. right? I think it's another aspect of this rivalry that makes it very interesting, given the fact that Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James have a real rivalry. This is not some made up stuff. This is something that's real. These guys have met each other in the finals before, right? I think that's where rivalries are really solidified, is when two players meet each other in the finals, like Larry Bird and Magic, Jordan and Magic, this type of thing. So they met each other in the playoffs. And listen, Kawhi has won. Of the 26 meetings between Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James, Kawhi has won 16 to LeBron's 10. In the regular season, Kawhi has won the 9 to the 5, but in the playoffs, they're 7-5. Remember, the Miami Heat beat they beat the Spurs, and then Kawhi Leonard ultimately came back and beat them. So listen, these guys have met each other. There's a real rivalry. They're 1-1 against each other in the NBA Finals. So these guys have met each other before, right? And there's a history between them. It's not like I said, these are just some guys that were just trying to make up something. These guys that have never actually been to the finals. So now LeBron, on the other hand, he's been out for the last game or two because of this issue that he's having with his ankle. Now, some people may say the guy's injured, so why would there even be a reason for him to be ducking the Clippers? Let me give you guys some potential reasons as to why LeBron could be possibly ducking the Clippers. Not saying he is, just giving you guys some options and you guys can run away with it. Number one, it could be he's not fully healthy and he doesn't want to go out there and get embarrassed. LeBron doesn't want to go out there, play against Kawhi, and these guys are going to be motivated to see him, salivating, at the mouth to go play, foaming at the mouth, really, to play against him, and he goes out there and they embarrass him and he's not at full strength. That could be one of it. Another reason is he could just not be healthy, period. That's another reason why he cannot be playing. Another one is that he feels that he's not 100%, but he's good enough to play, but he doesn't feel like he could actually help his team if he's out there. That could be another reason. He's like, I can play if you force me to, but I'm not sure if I would actually be out there making a difference if I can't play at the level that I want to play. And another one is that, listen, he just wants to rest and he wants to come back next week. All of these things can be a reason, but we'll never know the 100% truth to this answer because we don't know. We don't know LeBron. No, I'm sure none of us know him personally, and we're not inside his body. So there's no way we can know exactly how this guy, truly feels. Now, let me say some things though, for some people that may say, "Oh, is this guy bashing the Lakers?" Let me say this. I still think, as I've said all season, I still think the two best teams in the Western Conference are the Lakers and the Clippers. I'm not coming off of that. If the Lakers are 100% healthy, Anthony Davis's mind is right. LeBron is close to 100% healthy, and they're firing on all cylinders. I think they're very, very, very formidable. That's number one. Number two, they're the champs, and I give the champs a lot of respect. They won it. Until you beat the champs, you cannot be the champion. Somebody has to knock out the Lakers for you to say, now we're searching for the title. So they're the champs and you got to respect them. Another reason is LeBron James does know what the hell he's doing out there. It's not like as if he can't play. The guy's a very good basketball player, and somehow, someway, he always finds himself winning games in finals. So that's another thing. I have a lot of respect for LeBron James in that aspect, and also has a lot to do with a lot of the distrust I have for other teams out there that haven't proven it, which makes me put more confidence in the Lakers. So listen, I still think these two teams are the best teams, two best teams in the Western Conference, no doubt about it. I definitely do think LeBron James will come back, but one can't help but asking the question, given the circumstances, is he dodging him? Skip Bayless certainly asked it. Shannon Sharp completely dismissed that notion, but it's just worth asking because I'm sure some of you guys are thinking it. So I said, hey, why not ask the question and leave it to you guys to see what you guys think? So what I want to know from you guys is, do you think that he's dodging him or no? Do you think, listen, the guy just injured and it's no big deal? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro. Wishing you guys an amazing day and catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.